Hey, Straw Hats, this is Captain Yeet here for you for another One Piece episode review. This is going to be One Piece episode 12 titled Class with the Black Cat Pirates, The Great Battle on the Slope. So, let's get into it. Netflix doesn't actually have the names for each episode. Hulu does. On Netflix, it's just episode 12. They don't actually have the name, so I had to look it up. Actually, I could have just watched this on Hulu, but I was already on Netflix. Anyway, the episode starts off with the opening. After the opening, we get a few recap scenes. Not a lot, just a couple of recap scenes of like the last few scenes of last episode. Then we start off with Nami, Usopp, Zoro, and Luffy on the slope trying to figure out exactly what to do. Now, Usopp says, now this slope is where they're going to meet at. This slope is where they're going to meet at, and this slope is also where the pirates are going to come. Now, this slope is narrow. There's two huge cliffs off to the side like here. So there's only one way up towards the village. That's the pirates' plan. They go into the village, ransack it, and then go to the mansion. So they're going to have to come our way. And they can't go to the sides because, like I just said, there's these huge cliffs. So we can just box them in here and fight them off. So, what can you guys do? Zoro, I cut. Luffy, I stretch. Nami, I steal. Usopp, I run and hide. They all grab Usopp and they're like, well, you're going to have to fight today. He goes, I'm joking. Let me go. I'm just joking around, guys. I was just playing. Anyway, like I said, he asked everybody, exactly, what can you guys do? Oh, I cut. I stretch. I steal. And it was so funny how they just all grabbed Usopp and they all said the same thing. Especially how they all had the same spiky teeth. And this is taking a lot longer than I thought, and here we go. And then he says, I run and hide, and that's when they all grab him and said he's going to have to fight. But I'm just joking. So, right after that, we cut over to Captain Kuro. He walks back over to the mansion, and he asks, hey, where's Lady Takaya? I forgot the butler's name, honestly, but the butler was like, he was washing the chandelier, and he said, oh, she just went down for a nap. There was like a lot of commotion today because of Usopp and everything. And Kuro's like, man, I go out for like a few hours and everything just goes crazy around here. This is ridiculous. The butler's like, yeah, I know it's kind of crazy today, but hey, everything's fine. And you know what's even crazier? Usopp came here and talking about you were a pirate. And he starts laughing. And Kuro walks over to the window and he starts laughing too. He goes, yeah, that's pretty wild. And he pushes his glasses up like this. It's kind of weird, but we figure out why he actually does that. Anyway, while he's looking out the window, he looks to the side on the table in his little present box. He goes, what's this? The butler, he goes, oh, well, I guess they're both butlers, huh? Well, the sheephead guy, he says, oh, that's a present from Kaya to you. You know, it's been 3 years since you've been here, and she wanted to commemorate for you. She got a specialist to make these glasses just for you. Since you're always pushing up your glasses, he made these just for you, so now you don't have to. They should be tight enough to where you don't have to push up your glasses anymore. He opens the box and looks at the glasses. He goes, And he chuckles. He looks back outside. He goes, well, it's a crescent moon tonight. Night like these, I just feel so, not powerful, but he just says he feels like energetic. He feels happy. Like it makes him feel a bit of strength. Not like literally, but it just gives him a little bit of a boost to see like the crescent moon. He drops the glasses and just stomps on them and breaks them. Obviously, the sheephead guy is like, what the heck are you doing? That's a gift from Kaya to you. What are you doing? He goes, well, the plan is tomorrow, so might as well not waste any time. He puts on, we don't actually see him put on the glove, but he puts on a glove. And on each finger are super long, like, knives. And that's why he always does this. Obviously, you can't just do this when you wear those super long knife gloves. So he has to put his hand like this and push his glasses up because he has super long knives gloves. So that's why he always does that. I guess it's just second nature to just do that even when he's not wearing the gloves because I guess most of the time he is since he used to be a pirate. Just little, so he's just used to it. He's just used to doing it like that. Anyway, obviously the sheephead guy's like, oh no. It's like Usopp was telling the truth. So he tries to run away and he tries to yell for Kaya to wake up and to run, but it's too late. Kuro comes over, slashes the chandelier, breaks it, and he slashes him on the chest. He falls over. Then he walks over to Lady Kaya's room. At first I was like, what is he doing here? Because he goes over to the room, stands over her bed, then he puts the knives like right next to her face and he just stands there for like not like a minute, for like maybe I'm gonna say like 5 to 10 seconds, and the music's like super low. You just hear the clock ticking in the background. So I guess it's a bit suspenseful because even even I knew, because even I knew he doesn't kill her here. Like just him standing there, just like looking at her, like maybe like I could just just go ahead, and because it's just silence, he's just looking. It's like super close. And even I was thinking like, yo, is he finna cut her? Like he even got me for a few seconds. Like, hold up now, this is getting kind of dangerous. Here's like the knives, gloves I was talking about. The super long knives on the gloves that he had. The camera does zoom out to where you can't see he has a glove on with it. I think it shows it in the next scene when he's just, yeah, here we go. He's going to walk out the room because he was like, nah, I'm not going to do it. He just walks out the room and you can see him have a glove with these super long knives on. It's kind of wild. I'm pretty sure he has another one for his other hand, but he only needs one right now. So he's all good. Unless he only has one. Which honestly I can't remember because it's been so long since I've been in this part of the story. And, Kuro wasn't really that big of a character. So it was like whatever. Anyway, we cut over to the Black Cat pirate ship, and this one guy is banging on the door. He goes, yo, Django, it's almost daybreak. Come on, man, you gotta wake up. The door opens, and Django moonwalks. He moonwalks out of his door. He goes, only the sun can wake me up and put me to sleep. Look at the sky. The crescent moon is still out. Do you see the sun? Of course you don't. Everybody on the ship is like, oh no. He's kind of mad. This is bad. He's never a morning person. Then he goes, well, you know what? It's whatever. Let's do this. So everybody get ready. We're finna set sail over to the shore and then attack the village at daybreak. Everybody's like, woohoo, yeah, let's go. And there's one guy. He goes, what the heck? This guy was just mad a second ago. Why is he happy now? Another guy comes over. He goes, hey, he's happy now. Who cares? The guy goes, well, this is confusing. Your face is confusing. He goes, huh? This whole time we were talking to him, his whole face was like black. I thought it was like an error on animation. But he turns around, and it's like his regular face. Like, no wonder the guy said his face is confusing. It even got me. I thought it was like an animation error. This is the funny scene where as soon as the door opened, he moonwalks out of the door. He moonwalks backwards out the door. And then like literally like a minute later, like I said, we get that one guy with the confusing face right here. Like I said, you can see his ears brown, but his whole face is black. So I thought it was kind of weird. But he turns around and he has like a regular face. So I don't know what's going on with this guy, but he's kind of weird. He's really weird. Anyway, like I said, they all sail over to the other side of the island so they can attack the village at daybreak. We cut back over to Usopp, Nami, Luffy, and Zoro, and their plan, beside from them running up to them and then fighting them, is to make the ground all slippery. So they got like a few barrels of oil, and they poured it down like the long slope. And Luffy's like, wow, you're pretty good at fighting dirty, Usopp. Of course I am. To protect the villagers, and because, well, me, I'll fight dirty if I have to. We get a pretty cool scene where they're just waiting. The sun comes up, and they're like, man, what the pirates at? Did they oversleep? Nah, that can't be the case. What's going on here? And here's a really cool team shot I was talking about. It's when Luffy stands up and the sun comes up all the way. And you only see like the back of everybody's head, but it's still a really cool shot too. I really like it. Let me get it for you guys really quickly. If it takes too long, oh, it didn't. It came up right now. I don't have to pause it. Here's a really cool team shot. Everybody just waiting for the pirates to come. So while they're waiting, out of nowhere, all the pirates on the other side of the island start to not ransack, but they're starting to walk onto the shore. Then we cut back over to Nami and them, and Nami's like, hold up. Y'all hear that? And obviously Luffy, Zoro, and Usopp's like, no, what? And she goes, why is, what the heck? She does this. I don't know why it's kind of hard for me to do it. What the heck? I'm on arms too long. This is, what the, she does this, and she's like, I hear a bunch of screaming and like roaring. Not like, not like an animal, but people like yelling and stuff. Y'all don't hear that? It might be coming from the other side of the island. When I saw that, I was like, yo, I forgot Nami did that. I mean, obviously everybody has, if you don't know, What's something I could use? Oh, here we go. This is like your first time watching One Piece. Obviously, I don't want to spoil you. So long as I'm holding this pillow, when I put it back over there, no spoilers. But as long as I'm holding this, spoilers. So I guess mute it until I put it back over there. Okay, starting now. Obviously, from Nami being able to hear that from way over there, that has to be, here we go. That has to be observation hockey, right? Like, that was kind of wild. I completely forgot Nami did that. That has to be observation hockey. Obviously, we know everybody in the world has hockey inside of them. Not everybody can use it fluently and stuff. Everybody has it inside of them. Obviously, from Nami being able to tell like when weather stuff is gonna happen just randomly. Well, not randomly, but you know, Nami's able to feel the weather and just know when a storm or something's gonna happen. Obviously, I knew. Obviously, Nami's observation hockey is coming. Nami's observation hockey is starting to come out a little bit from her being able to tell when storms are coming. But this scene I forgot about. Once he was able to hear everybody on the other side of the island get yelling and screaming while they're on a boat. I forgot about that. Obviously, that's observation hockey too. But her being able to feel the weather, that's probably observation hockey too. It just hasn't been confirmed. But it means basically observation. So that's about it. Okay. Put this back over here. There we go. My boy. So, that was also one part I forgot to mention. They do see Nami's and Luffy's boats off to the side, the Black Cat pirates. And one guy's like, yo, Django, so we go investigate those ships? Maybe somebody's here. Django looks to the side and he goes, well, nah, they don't look like pirate ships and they don't look like treasure ships either, so we'll just leave them be. Besides, we're on a schedule. You already know what's going to happen. We're not on time. Curl, he'll kill us all, so come on, let's go. And they were like, yeah, you're right. Come on, let's go. So, let me get to where I was. Okay, here we go. Obviously, I'm like, you hear that? You know, I hear some like stuff going on the other side of the island. And then Usopp's like, no, it can't be. They're like, what? There's another slope just like this on the north side of the island. They're like, Usopp, you're a cavity. Are you serious? Well, I mean, they had this secret meeting on this slope, so I would assume they would, you know, come up on this slope. That's why. Where is it? Well, if you go north, you just keep running forward, you'll be there in about 3 minutes. So Luffy, he runs off. Usopp, he runs off after him. Nami, she starts freaking out about her treasure. She goes, wait a second. My treasure is there. They're going to get that. I mean, like, you know, my ship is on the north side of the island. My treasure is there. They're going to get my treasure. So while Luffy and Usopp they weren't arguing, but, you know, Usopp was explaining to Luffy that, you know, there's another port on the other side of the island. Nami started freaking out about, wait, my treasure. So Luffy and Usopp, they go ahead and run off. Zoro's like, okay, well, come on, let's go. So he takes one step, and Nami slips and falls on the oil. So she grabs Zoro, and he slips and falls too. He goes, yo, what are you doing? Get off of me. Nami goes, wait a second. And she climbs on Zoro, jumps off of him. She goes, yeah, you know how it is. My treasure. And runs off. He goes, Nami, you. Oh, and he slides all the way down. So now he's stuck at the bottom of the oil. He's stuck at the bottom. Usopp, he's running towards the other side of the port on the north side. Luffy, he gets lost. He ends up at the village. And he goes, what the heck? I was running in Dakota's direction north, so I sort of ended up there. Oh, let me run this way. Honestly, I don't know, like, you know, obviously I know north, south, east, and west. But if I'm just standing there, and then you guys go, yo, Captain E, go north. I got a compass or something. I don't know where, like, if I'm just, you tell me to go north, I don't know where I'm going to go. I'll probably end up like Luffy. I might have to follow Usopp. I don't know north just from looking in a field. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Unless you got a compass. I'll probably get lost too. Anyway, all the pirates have to run up the hill. A lot of them get knocked down out of nowhere, and it turns out it was Usopp. He got there first, and he slingshot a couple of them. He goes, what the heck? Why am I the first one here? Luffy was way ahead of me. This can't be happening. Like, this is ridiculous. Django goes, I know you. You're one of those brats that overheard me and Kuro the other day. Well, get out of the way. We got business to do. Obviously, Usopp's like, I'm Captain Usopp. I have not a field. I have a platoon of 10,000 men. Don't you dare come up and hurt my villagers. All of the guys are like, wait, 10,000 men? This guy's capping. Django's like, what? No way. Django, he's lying. Of course he doesn't have 10,000 men. Oh, you pulled one on me. Then one of the random pirates from the Black Cat Pirates, they're like, hey, yo, Captain, we searched those 2 ships anyway, and there's like 500 million berries up here. This is crazy. Usopp's like, 500 million? Where the heck did these guys get that? He goes, hey, how about this? You guys can take the treasure and just leave. Django goes, you know who we are, right? We're pirates. We're gonna take that treasure anyway, and we're gonna ransack the village. So it doesn't even matter if you were gonna offer it to us. We're just gonna take it anyway, and we're still gonna ransack the village. Obviously, Usopp is starting to panic a little bit. They're starting to walk up the hill to attack him. Then out of nowhere, Nami comes up and hits Usopp. I forgot to mention that right before Nami hit Usopp, Django brought out his little disc, and he was like, look at my little disc now. And he starts to hypnotize Usopp. But Nami comes out of nowhere, smacks Usopp upside the head. He falls down. He goes, yo, jeez, man. What you hit me for? You were going to offer away my treasure. What is wrong with you? That was a bluff. Like, I wasn't obviously going to give it to him, but that was just a bluff. Bluff or not, they were going to take it anyway. And also, don't look at that guy's disc. He's a hypnotist. And the Django's like, ugh. Like, you know, she's snitched. The guy knows now. Now he's not going to look at my disc. This is ridiculous. As soon as that happened, Nami and Usopp starts to argue about what they're going to do. Because Usopp's like, well, that was a pretty hard hit you gave me. You can take care of the rest. Nami's like, what are you talking about? I can't fight all these guys. How about you do it? Oh, no. I'm under this, like, nice physique at the top. You can tell my legs are shaking. I'm scared. Nami goes, oh, yeah? Well, I'm so scared. I'm finna cry. Usopp like, you liar. A liar knows another liar. Your eyes are dry. You're not scared. I'm scared. And they're just arguing about who's the most scared in this situation. Django's just looking like, what are these goofballs? What the heck? Hey, men, just run through these guys and just keep it going. We're on a schedule. What are we waiting for? So they start to run up. Usopp looks in his bag, and there's these little they call them cow tips. It's like these little nail ball things. So Nami Usopp grabs a ton of them and throws them off to the side. And there's a really cool transition where we see them hold them and they go, hey guys, take this, and they throw them in the air. And the camera pans up. The camera pans up to look at them in the air, and you get like the huge blue sky. Then the camera pans down and we see Zoro laying down in the oil because he can't get up the hill on the other side of the island. That was pretty funny. Anyway, here's the funny scene of Usopp and Nami arguing. They stayed in this pose for the most of the argument. You know, Usopp's like, oh, nah, I ain't going down there. You go down there. And Nami was just yelling at him again. And then here's the really cool transition when they threw all like the cow tips up in the air. The camera pans up to the air to show the nice blue sky. Then the camera panned down. And then we see Zoro again. That was a really cool transition. I like that. That was pretty cool. Anyway, obviously Zoro, he's been trying to get up this hill for like ever. And he can't. So he's like really mad. He goes, Nami, if you're still alive, I'm going to kill you. He brings out his sword, stabs him into the ground. And he walks up the oil while stabbing his sword into the ground. He goes, ha ha, take that oil. I'm coming. And he starts to run to the other side of the island. Kudos. That's what I'm talking about. So we cut back over to Usopp and Nami. And Usopp takes out a few more guys while they're yelling in pain by stepping on these cow tip things. And Nami goes, wow, you're a pretty good You're a pretty good sharpshooter. Well, you can handle the rest from here. Usopp's like, what are you talking about? I can't handle all these guys by myself. They start arguing some more, and then a few of these guys were able to get past some of the cow tips, and one guy jumps up with like a huge rock mace and hits Usopp right upside the head, and he falls over. Obviously, Nami's like, oh my goodness, because that guy rocked this guy with a huge like rock, basically. Like, he hit Usopp with a huge rock, and he just fell down. He starts to walk past Usopp, and Usopp grabs him by the leg, and he goes, don't take one more step. I swear on my life, none of you guys are going to go to that village and disturb them. Today is going to just be like any other day in this lonely village. Do not hurt anybody in that village. The guy's like, who is this? Man, get off me. You want some more? And he starts kicking Usopp over and over in the head, but Usopp's still holding on to his leg. Django tells him, like, hey, you know we need to be on schedule. We cannot be late. You know what Django would do. I mean, you know what Kuro would do. Just go past them. So they kick Usopp to the side, and he falls down, and they start to run towards the village. One guy goes to, like, hit Usopp just anyway. Nami blocks it with her bow staff. Well, like, he has a sword. He swings at Usopp. Nami blocks him with his bow staff, but then the guy, like, does this, and he's, like, too strong for Nami, so she gets thrown back and she falls, and she goes, oh, my treasure. I mean, she's worried about Usopp, but she says, oh, my treasure. So Usopp is just laying there, and he's thinking about all the people in the village, the 3 kids, the Usopp pirates, Kaya. He's like, no, please don't kill them. No, please. And then Usopp just sees all those guys that ran past him fly over his head. He's like, what the heck? He looks up, and it's Luffy and Zoro. And Luffy and Zoro like, man, this is the best these pirates got? These guys are chumps. Yeah. Hey, you. I mean, Zoro looks at Nami. Hey, you. You're lucky I'm not kicking your butt right now for leaving me on that oil. Luffy. Zoro. I'm like, okay. My boys. And we get this dope sound of them both just coming up after flying everybody back. My boys are back. These are the heavy hitters. They needed these heavy hitters because they weren't doing too much about them. I mean, Usopp were not doing too much about them. Django was like, this is bad. This is pretty bad. We cut over to Kuro, and he's sitting on the steps of the mansion. Kaya's still asleep. The butler's still on the ground, bleeding out. And Kuro's like, where are these guys? They're late. They know I don't like tardiness. They want to be funny. I'll kill them all. He stands up, grabs a bag, and that bag has his knives in it, because while he's walking, he let the clinking and clanging of metal, so that bag has knives in it. So he grabs a bag, and he starts walking to the sewer. And then, I think it was Onion. Onion hiding behind a tree, and he looks over to the side, he goes, what the heck? Why is Kuro, like, his real name is Captain Kuro, but to everybody else in the village, like, Kamaldamon, it's something weird, but, he's like, yo, why does Kuro, like, have a bag walking to the sewer this early in the morning? What is he doing? And then we get the credits. So that's it. Obviously, One Piece is on a month break, so, every single time there's a break, I do a One Piece episode. I'm supposed to do that for every break. For the last couple breaks, I haven't been doing that, so I need to get back on it. And since we got this month break, I can finally get back on it. I didn't do a One Piece episode review last week because we had the One Piece live action thing come out, so I want to make a video on that. So I was like, hey, that's something One Piece for last week. I'll just do the episode this week and the episode next week. And the week after that, I think One Piece is coming back, so I guess I have to wait for like another break for that. But hey, this was good. This was good. So, like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you all later. I thank you all for watching. I thank you all there for being wonderful human beings, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. All right.